Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the NFT Morning Show, Thursday, November 2nd, still live from Amsterdam. Nifty, Nick, and me here from an Amsterdam hotel room, Clemente in New York. Clemente, how's it going, buddy?
I'm good. Trying to get my new setup plugged in because as I was telling you before the show, my desk snapped 2 days ago. I got this big monitor usually, and I was just typing away, and I just hear literally this thing cracking, and my monitor was about to fall, so I had to do a little Hercules lift to get it taken care of. But now I'm operating with a different setup.
Hold on, your desk collapsed? What type of desk did you have?
I don't know. It was my buddies, and I'm
$50 like
it's like $150. It's a little stand up, but it's thin. It's got like I'm using Spencer's old trading monitor, so it's pretty heavy, and it just collapsed. But yeah, so I got to get a new one. But in the meantime, I can't have my monitor up here.
His trading monitor, huh? Okay, very good, very good. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to discuss MIlLION's Memecoin trading debut happening on Binance tomorrow morning.
Pio was having none of it.
What do you mean I'm having none of it?
Pio was like, hey, great story there, Clemente. So anyways.
Yeah, all right, dumbass.
No, we can keep talking about the desk. I want to set the stage for everybody. We can talk about Amsterdam, small talk, Clemente's desk, all that. But real quick, today we're going to discuss MIlLION's Memecoin trading debut happening on Binance tomorrow morning. We're going to talk about SafeMoon's fraud charge by the SEC. We have a surprise segment planned for the end of the show that you won't want to miss. So look at that.
Wow. I'm looking forward to that surprise. All right, we going to guess whether or not which token went up 50% yesterday?
How was the event yesterday?
Solana.
How was the event? It was good?
Well, it's going really well. Dude, people are going to be paying us to go to every blockchain event if the price follows us like this, man. I just feel like, I mean, to be fair, we've been on the Solana train for a while, just literally saying over and over again. I feel like we're way more casual about it though, like in our conversation versus like the OG like BitBoy clips where he's just like, yo, this shit's gonna moon 1000x, man. You got to get in on this train, which it actually like
it works.
It could still go up 100x. We just talk about it like casually, and people are like, yeah, I bought it, or I made a significant amount of money. It's not really like a big deal when we're talking about it, but like a lot of other people are like, yo, this shit, Solana is all that BitBoy is talking about at this point, by the way, which is actually kind of concerning.
It's kind of bullish because if he's going to get all the normies to buy it, you know?
Ever since he called himself the Solana soldier, I believe Solana's up 120%.
I mean,
wow.
That's fire. That's crazy. I'm ready for that reality for sure.
He was at this event last night. He came to the Bodagos event, actually, for those who missed it. BitBoy himself was there dressed as a Solana soldier, and he was
shooting people.
He was not on substances.
No, BitBoy was not there, but we did have a kick-ass event that we'll continue to post pictures from. It seems like people really enjoyed the Pokemon card pack opening stuff that we did, where we gave people packs of Pokemon cards that were already packaged that they were able to open. We got Bunny over here on video. How you doing, Bunny?
I'm late. Oh, Nick's here.
How's it going?
How's it going for you, dude? I miss you.
Well, I appreciate that. I really haven't thought about you at all, except when people tagged me.
Okay. Yeah, everyone was saying that you were me or I was you.
I think it was a follow-on joke to Easy being actually approached by someone asking if he was Bunny.
Yeah, best day of my life.
It actually was interesting. Some of the people that I spoke to there, like they actually, if they knew Easy, they did know us. So I think we're now better exposed to the Solana space. So they can be like, oh, aren't you the guys that run that cheap NFT project, which didn't go to the price that it was supposed to? And Pio actually identified the proper situation that we have. Guest attendance is directly correlated to NFT price. And so you saw a lot of the Claynosaurs had like 500 people, according to PO. I mean, they rented out a nightclub. They make an experience, so that is key.
It was quite the experience.
Did you chat with? Was it quite enough that you could talk with people?
It got loud-ish, but it wasn't as loud as like any sort of Art Basel nightclub event that we are used to from last year, where I'm shrieking into somebody's ear and neither of us can hear each other. So no,
I mean,
it was fine.
Well, you haven't lost your voice yet.
Exactly. That's an indicator right there.
The Magic Eden party, that was the other one that I went to. I didn't go to any other party last night. Pio and I went to Amsterdam to get a burger.
Yep.
And then came back. That was like a 3-hour process. As I like look back on that, or 2.5 hours.
I don't know. Bunny would have eaten the burger. You know, I asked for no like mayo on the burger, and the first one came through with mayo because they just can't help it. They just can't help it. They put mayo on absolutely everything. So even when you ask for it, there's a high probability you will still receive the mayo because it's such a foundational thing to the cuisine. They're almost like, what do you mean no mayo? Like that doesn't really make any sense.
There were a lot of people at our event, though, that came out. There was one guy I met who came from Germany, and I think he really came just for our event. I spoke with another person who had just done that, literally just came out to the Bodagos event. So shout out to them. One gentleman is actually staying in this hotel. I feel like should have like have him come on the show at this point. Shoot me a DM, dude. I don't remember, like, and we'll have you on. But yeah, it was a great event. It was great to connect with local Bodagos and random Solana people as well, who I'm not as deep in the sort of culture on that front. But that's not completely true because people have noticed my hairstyle. And that was like a key thing that people were saying, oh, dude, that's sick, man. Like, you fit in here. You're one of us, is what they've been saying.
The youngification work.
You look fucking 30 years younger, dude.
It's not. I now look out 11. It's pretty crazy.
Real quick on the Bodagos event, was there any sort of like shenanigans going on? Was there like a beer drinking contest, maybe like tequila shots? Paint me a picture of what it was like.
Yeah, I'll paint that picture real quick. Bunny, I don't know if you're on the right mic, dude. I think you're on the wrong mic, so just confirm.
No, he's on the right mic. He's just not putting it close to his mouth.
Is it not close up to my mouth? You want me to get closer?
There we go. I mean,
Yeah.
It's a microphone, dude. I mean, like, I don't know if you're seeing this. You speak into the microphone. But anyway, yeah, dude, Bunny's like, yeah, so I'm really like, enjoying the show here. It's like, dude, come on now. Anyway.
It's supposed to, there's a reason it's on an arm, by the way. Does the arm move?
My son was messing around with this last night. He likes to watch his YouTube videos and pretend he's on YouTube, right? So he puts the headphones on. He's fucking talking to himself the whole nine, and he moved the arm, right? So it's not in the spot that I'm used to.
But can you just pull it? Like, is it not just literally a spring that you can move?
Dude, I don't know, man. It's like, no, it moves. See, it moves. Moving.
So just pull it against your mouth, so because it looks like you're uncomfortably leaning forward, as though it's just inconvenient for you.
No,
And also people speak like this into the side of the microphone. That's another thing that's popular, even though that's literally not how the microphone is designed to pick up audio. You have to speak exactly. Now,
let me do this.
Exactly.
Okay, yes. I'll do this.
That's perfect. Also, your son's pretending that he's on YouTube, like playing make-believe. Tell the kid to grow up. Tell the kid to grow up.
What does that mean, dude? He's 7. We signed him up for TikTok. They booted him off. He's too young for TikTok, dude. He posted 3 videos. They kicked him off.
Did we grow up?
No, but it sounds like the kid needs to grow up. He's 7 going on 6. And I think that we got to get his age ramped up. Anyway, the event was a lot of fun. You asked about shots.
It also caused the price of Solana to pump significantly. I don't know if you noticed that. That was directly correlated with our party. Suddenly we're at the event. Price of Solana has gone from 35 to 45. And everyone just started. I mean, we started buying shots of literally anything because it didn't matter. Everyone was so damn rich, dude. Like everyone there, so rich.
Everyone's rich. Shots. I didn't take any shots, but Biggs. Shout out to Biggs. I posted a picture. Biggs is the guy with
He bought some shots
with the red pants. I saw him doing like 3-4 rounds of shots with many other people. He was just always kind of walking with a platter of shots, offering them. When I ordered my first drink about an hour into the event after we'd set everything up and I'd greeted a bunch of people, I was like, all right, cool, I'll have a drink. I asked for a red wine. The bartender said, we don't have that. In hindsight, I should have really dug into that as the person throwing the event that paid for it and selected the drink package. I should have really followed up on that one, but I just kind of took it at face value and I was like, okay. I was like, can I have an IPA beer? And then he just goes, we don't have that either. And I'm just kind of like, okay, let me get a glass of water.
Grolsch.
Let me get a glass of water and let me get a tequila soda. And he gave me what looked just like a water glass. And I went to like chug it because I wanted some water. I was very dehydrated. And that turned out to be the tequila. And I was like, oh, what did I do? This is terrible. And then the next time I went to get a drink, a different bartender greeted me and I just ordered red wine and they just gave it to me. And I just was able to get a couple more red wines throughout the night. So I don't know what that issue was, but it was a great turnout. People appreciated the free cards. Yeah, it was a good time. You guys will see video from it. You know, we had our videographer there. We had photographers there. We had our sponsors there. Shout out to all our sponsors for that event. Hello Moon, ZK Sync, ZK Verse, Coliseum, Soul Sniper, and Reign of Titans. So shout out to everybody that partnered with us on that event. That was awesome. Moving on. Yeah, here's some pics. Clemente's pulling up. There's Fast Eddie holding a card that he's flexing. You know, definitely cool guy and really, good event for sure. Awesome to see everybody come out. Great to kick it in real life with some bodoggos. The event venue actually asked to keep one of the posters because our artist worked the Eve logo and the Eve event venue into
it's gonna be mounted in the venue now.
It's gonna be mounted in the venue, so that was really cool.
And this is how we're bringing the masses into crypto, everybody. So one sign at a time inside of a restaurant in Zaandam.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
One other note on Zaandam. If you decide to visit here, you're going to want to lock yourself in your apartment by 10 p.m. because walking the streets here, it smelled, when we came back from getting burgers last night, like straight sewage. And by sewage, like I just stepped in something like from a dog or something, like, and it was following me.
New Jersey all the time, dude.
Well, New Jersey is the armpit of America, so we are familiar with that.
People keep saying that
because it's shaped up. Well, no, it is. It is a real thing. It's also the place that New York dumps all their trash.
Okay, that's probably true. I mean, there's nothing we can do about that.
As well as human trash. So we take all of them and put them over in New Jersey.
That's not true. That's not true. All right. Anyway, so we have the results of our little contest from earlier.
Holy shit. I'm. Oh my God. This is devastating.
So we have the results from our little contest, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get into that before the weather report. The winner of the month-long contest is actually not here today, unfortunately. Signal, 70% gain on captains.
Wow.
I was in second place. I was at one point in first place, but the Gutter Cat Gang price ended up pulling back. But in second place, I came through with a 47% gain on Gutter Cat Gang. Bunny, 24% gain on Bored Ape Yacht Club. Very, very nice. Clemente, 17% because of his Azuki affinity for elementals. Easy break even on Lil Pudgies. Lil Pudgies and Pudgy Penguins seem to be a stable coin. And then, of course, Nick, minus 22% on Utes. Well, Bunny, looks like you're reflecting. What's going on?
He's the only one who didn't pick an NFT that at least stayed the same. You're the only one whose NFT went down. That's pretty hard to do.
Is it?
All NFTs go up, Nick.
How did we all? No, we all picked one that went up except you.
I was
down
convinced by
22%.
Easy actually picked D-Gods, to be clear, and then he switched. So we should see how D-Gods fared during that time.
He's still not in last place, dude. You're in, like, just deal with it. You gotta accept it. Move on. Maybe November's competition, you'll come in fourth, right? Just gotta keep improving.
I clearly have room to grow, so that's great. I'm excited about that.
I like Bunny being on video, just like knocking Nick in real life. Look, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into the weather report in just a minute, but we'd like to take a moment to thank the partners of today's show. Paragon. So first time partnership with Paragon. We are very excited. Paragon is building the ultimate NFT experience platform, giving NFT holders the ability to get more out of their NFTs without having to sell, with features like try before you buy now, pay later, renting NFTs, and more. The platform is in closed beta right now, but a game is launching and a collection as well in the coming months to further enhance users' collecting experience. And get this, we have an exciting announcement from Paragon. Their upcoming Seekers collection will be absolutely free. So it's going to give holders a reward multiplier. It'll be an in-game asset, and it'll also make for a great profile picture. So all the boxes are checked with this one. So you can apply to get on the allow list using the pinned tweet. So check out the pinned tweet on the Twitter show, and you can now go to play.findtheparagon.com to stack rewards and even win a free Paragon now. Okay, so some other details are we're going to be giving away 5 Seekers on Twitter, so you can see the pinned tweet for the instructions on that. The entire team of @Paragon are Portal and Bodagos holders and longtime listeners to this show, so you can look out for the Docs team in the Discord. We're really, really excited about this partnership with Paragon.
Dude, you should have led with that. What the heck? Like, this should have just said, hey, we got the people in the Bodagos community stepping up to the plate, building something. We want to spotlight them. I mean, I feel like, dude, let me workshop some of this stuff. Clemente, you're not sending me any of the stuff before it just pops up here, man. Holler at your boy. Let's give them the respect that they deserve, because I feel like it's just disrespectful not to lead with sort of like the context here around we're supporting the Bodagos fam, and the Portal fam.
And the Paragon fam, most importantly, of course. So shout out to Paragon. Check out the pinned tweets. Check out the YouTube stream. We have play.findtheparagon.com on screen. Really, really excited
NFT
about
is
this.
free. Well, here's the question I have. Are we, are members of our community going to get, are some of them going to get early access? Like, are they going to get?
Yeah. Put me on the spot. We're doing a giveaway of 45 of these bad boys in the Bodagos Discord to be given away soon, thanks to our great mod Guapo. So look out for that in the coming days. So we will be doing that, Nick.
Okay, well, this would be great. So, and in this ad read, what I'm eliciting via questions is the information that was really important to this. Appreciate you, Clemente, for answering that question. Maybe I should ask some more questions to learn more about this this organization.
Well, Bunny, do you want to do them soon? So you can ask as many questions you want during that time.
Oh, well, there we go. All right. Not to shit on Clemente, but I mean.
So Bunny, the people are asking for a Bunny weather report. What do you think? Are you up to the task?
I don't have it.
He just sent it to you.
Clemente, share the screen with the weather report and let him do the weather report.
Just share the calls.
Yeah, just share the screen. No, like share the screen on the show.
Oh my God. Oh, he already sent it. Hold on. Scrolling. Did I miss it?
It says weather
I
report.
texted it to you. Do you want me to send it on Discord?
It's at the top of the document, man. Just do Command F and type in weather. I know you don't really use
weather report and newsletter updates. Thursday, November 2nd.
Blake just said, can you read?
I mean, Thursday,
November. God damn it, Nick.
Do it, buddy.
All right, Thursday, November 2nd. Market volume sitting at 12 million. We got Blur at 9.6. OpenSea at 28. That can't be right. That's got to be
2.8. 2.8.
Oh, somebody forgot a decimal. All right. OpenSea at Blur at 9.6. OpenSea at 2.8. NFT market leaders overall. Red day for NFTs. It's redder than the devil's dick. Looking at the leaders, Bored Apes and D-Gods down 3%. Captain, Suzuki, Pudgies, all holding steady. Somebody put a Zuki in there. Who's writing these things?
Can I see? It's probably Clemente. Clemente, can you pull this up?
Other movers include Elementals down 8%. PEPE is down 10%. Youth 7. They're down to 0.57, while Grape saw a 23% pump to 0.63 ETH. We got Grapecoin coming up. Over the past, do I have to keep going?
Yeah, keep going, baby.
SafeMoon and its executives been charged by the SEC with fraud. and their CTO and CEO both have been arrested straight to jail, dude. They are still looking for the creator, Kyle Nagy. He's on the run. The SEC claims that.
Sorry.
Who did it?
Me. I got a FaceTime audio call. Sorry.
Okay. As long as it wasn't Nick again.
It was Jux, and he knows better.
The SEC claims that the team withdrew more than $200 million from the project that was allegedly locked and used the funds to buy several luxury assets. Not the first time we've seen that move. The SafeMoon token down 64% in the that's actually not bad. To 64% over 24 hours. That's not bad considering they're all going to jail.
Opportunity to buy here, Bunny?
I think so. Over on the art side, XCOPY minted out a 42-piece edition called Algo Drop for 2 ETH. That's a pretty penny each to a raffled allow list, which is currently holding a 9 ETH floor absolute cooker. And additionally, minted a
out of here with this. Get this. Sorry, I'm just looking at it on the screen, Bunny. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm just like, really? What happened to the project that we bought? We're just getting rugged by this guy. Go ahead. Sorry.
Minted a 250 edition called Remnants on Super. So he dropped 2 projects at once.
This is for his super rare collect. This is separate. Yeah.
Projects. I mean, now this is getting rid. I mean, I'm with Nick. This is getting kind of ridiculous.
Just exploiting the market and saying, yeah, y'all give me a few $100,000 for a stupid piece that I put together in 15 minutes. Because that's
over
how much
on the crypto, it was a green day as the Fed paused rate hikes again. Bitcoin and ETH both up 2% on the day. Solana with another huge day, up 12% to $44. Can it test 50? Lastly, Binance will open trading for meme tomorrow, 4 a.m. Eastern, and is expected to have a huge amount of attention as over 70,000 people have added the token to their CoinGecko watch list when it was made a farming quest yesterday. Meanwhile, captains are holding a 5.6 ETH floor with potatoes at 1.9. Back to you in the studio, Pio and Nick.
Real.
Fuck. Hold on. There. Great job, Bunny. That was exceptional. That was exceptional.
Real quick, the story that we were discussing, the XCOPY thing, dude. The same people that are telling you XCOPY is a brilliant artist are the same people that are fudding Solana because they don't understand anything about software. So, like, I just think like the whole thing is a complete fucking scam at this point. And XCOPY, shout out to his original stuff. Like, look, he's an innovator. But now
I wonder which stuff Nick owns. Shout out to my boys. No, it's pretty clear what Nick owns. He's like, shout out to the original.
He has 2 Max Paynes, but the thing is, Nick, you could have entered into a raffle to get into this allow list for the 42 edition that turned into a 7 ETH profit. You could have been entered into that, but you didn't do it.
Why is this thing worth what it is?
It's XCOPY.
Man, I'm just saying, like, literally, like, did you see that? Can we pull the image back on screen of what that art looks like?
I'm a big fan of XCOPY's artwork.
Next bull market, I'm coming back as an artist, Nick.
Clemente, can we?
I'm not hosting any spaces. I just do fucking art.
Look at this. I mean, are you kidding me, dude?
It's in his style. This is his style.
I kind of like this one.
Yeah, me too.
How many of these are there? 32? 42.
That's why the price is so high.
Although that thing could give you a seizure. If you have like epilepsy or something. Is that the thing that gives you seizures?
Yeah, dude.
We got some commenters coming in.
Dude, this whole thing is just, look, I understand and I respect XCOPY, but when I see a piece like that, I'm just like it's tough, man. It's tough for me to see that because like it's difficult. I don't know. Maybe I'm 1 second.
Getting text messages based on Nick's rant here.
For first mint on his new contract. So it's apparently that's the big thing here. Oh, it's on a new contract on Ethereum, the place that literally, dude. I'm actually going to step out on a limb here and say I think the ETH maxis are now looking like fools. Like I thought Bitcoin maxis were ridiculous. I now think Ethereum maxis are actually smoking crack. Like that's where we're at, because it's not like suddenly the chain is operating 1,000 times faster, but Solana, the chain is operating 1,000 times faster with 1 million transactions per second. What the hell is going on here? Like they're innovating on a layer 1. Where else is that going on? We're going to be on layer 17 in order to make Ethereum operate. And this is just, this is so ridiculous. Anyways.
Yeah, Nick, when sharding's complete in 100 years, dude, those gas fees are going to plummet.
Yeah, well, you're going to need to go over and connect it to some other chain, and you're going to have to click on 16 links.
You're going to have to connect to an L4. There'll be L4s at that time.
And you're going to need, then someone's going to need to come in and install the security alerts so that you don't get rugged, because it's one of the 17 links that you end up clicking to get completely screwed. Or you could just go install Phantom or one of the other Solana blockchain wallets and just log in and buy the damn thing, and you're done. You know, like it just takes 2 seconds. It's not going to cost $20,000.
You paid $20,000 for gas?
No, I'm saying like the people that end up buying the XCOPY, they're like their opportunity is going. And I saw the text message. I'm not calling you out, but and it's not specifically to you.
Call me out?
No, the person who sent the text message to PO just now.
You know who you are.
I'm not talking just about you, so don't worry about this. But let me just say, the Ethereum people want to go show up to cocktail parties and talk about how rich they are, but they don't care if Ethereum doesn't need to improve in order for their life to improve. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it already, the art collecting already exists in a framework that's sufficient for them. And I think that to a large degree, I actually see the value of having art in a place like that where you have less, where it's more rare that stuff is being produced. We also, okay, well, I don't need to talk about the whole private conversation we're having, but Pia's like pointing it out to me right now. But
I'm just trying to get Nick to dig a bigger hole.
Dude, it's not really digging a big hole. I saw Clemente put his hand over his forehead about this. Yo, if you're just an ETH maxi at this point, you're foolish. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
No,
like,
I was laughing. I was laughing at the sharding comment. I wasn't laughing at your comment.
Oh, just the word sharding?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Clemente's never been involved in scaling databases. Dude.
Grow up.
Clearly, you got to shard them.
Grow up. Look at you.
But the way it's being done on chain is a little ridiculous, where we're talking about like pointers and references to different things. It is an engineering solution that's being developed, but it's so wildly technical at this point that I'm just like, just upgrade the blockchain. Why doesn't like Ethereum just fork Solana and call it a day?
Now I just can't tell if you're trying to be funny with these comments.
I'm actually kind of serious about it. No, for real though. If Solana has finality within it, like almost instant finality for 1 million transactions per second, then isn't that the goal? Like, let's move on. Problem solved. They solved the problem. Let's all copy that thing. Vitalik's big ideas with it are, the guy's a genius, but he's also like, you're listening to the PhD person who's able to communicate effectively. Like, I think of he's wildly intelligent from that standpoint, but it's still being crafted in the, in the sort of at the university is the vibe that I get from that. Mm-hmm. And so there's a lot of theoretical elements to it, but you look at something like Solana, not biased that I happen to be in Amsterdam at the Solana conference at all, or that we have Bodagos on Solana, or that my largest holding at this point is Solana.
You have more Solana than Bitcoin.
I have more Solana than Bitcoin. I have more Solana than Ethereum. But so not biased at all, but legitimately though, like, let's move on for it so we can build those user experiences. And frankly, the only place I see that happening right now is on Solana, not on, and some of the other, don't get me wrong, there's Avalanche and other blockchains where people are developing things. So I don't think that this is it's not like dead for all others, but they've solved the problem. Like, they've gone and effectively solved all of the problems that we've dealt with over the years.
People are loving the take from Nick. He's talking about that Solana.
Well, it's like, why don't you fucking own it still? People are like, oh, well, it's up 2x still. And it's like, yo, the thing's going to 500 or something like that. Why not still get the 10x on this? Who cares if it goes down another 50%? Buy more then.
I was in person roasting people last night because they were like, what do you think of the price action? Like, and they were like, at our event, they were like I just started roasting people because it's like, I don't like to buy after a candle like that. I don't like buying at these levels. It's like, dude, this is literally the price it was mispriced aggressively up until like a week ago. And it's probably still super duper mispriced.
Yeah, and I don't know. There was one table I went around with, and we were discussing what's the lowest that it'll go, and it's like,
who cares?
We all made bets, but then I was just like, dude, yeah, I'll buy a lot more at that point. The bigger thing is just like there's this degree of sort of like clickiness that exists within this space. Not even degree, it's full blown clickiness. Where it's like you got XRP, what do you call them? XRP, not
army.
XRP army. You got is Solana not an army? What is
Solana soldiers? Yeah, you got
soldiers.
Ben Armstrong is now the Sultan of Solana.
Nothing masculine about this space whatsoever. And then you got like, dude. The bottom line is, if you're just looking at the tech, it's done. The problem's solved. Let's move on. Solana solved it. So everyone should just fucking copy Solana at this point and just like figure out the thing. And now let's just go build, because I feel like we are already at the point where all of the hard problems have been solved. But Ethereum is sitting there basically like in a lecture hall or like a debate room having a conversation about like how we're going to structure and shard the database. It's like, yo, and look over there, they solved it. Like they solved the problem. And you're like, well, oh man, the finality there is not the same thing as it is on Ethereum or people. I don't know. There's a bunch of like technical nonsense that people have debates over, and it really makes no impact whatsoever.
I'm getting a kick out of the comments because a lot of people are like just commenting based on what Nick's saying. But then there's one random bodago named Michael that just threw in a eat shit bunny comment for I don't know why. He just like really bunny, what do you
I have no idea who that is. And also, I'm never gonna say the word sharding again, right? Because now every time Nick's saying it, I start laughing, and I just think about, I look right at Clemente.
It is ridiculous why they selected that word, but that's been around prior to blockchain stuff.
Database shards
is a very common thing for scalability. But yeah, it's anyways, shard block. Okay.
We have some really mature
comments. Name that Sharp Blocks is good. Actually, the person that wrote that comment is the same person that rolls up to an event. It's like, hey, it's Johnny. And you're like, Johnny, I'm the guy in the comments that's been trolling you for the past 8 months and making your life a living hell because I keep calling you a piece of crap. And you're like, oh, Johnny, wow, so good to see you. Thanks for doing that. Like, what is the response that you're going to say to that?
So ladies and gentlemen, what Nick is referring to is some people came up to us and were like, yeah, I've been trolling you for like a year. I was writing comments like, yeah, I hope you die, you piece of shit. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, you're trolling. He's like, yeah, it's just a joke. You know, I was like, oh, it was a hell of a punchline right there. You know, it's like, yeah, never do another podcast again. You suck at it and I hate you. And it's like, oh, okay, got it. Good joke. Good joke. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, keeping it rolling. We got some updates from the Daily Digest because that's where we're at. We actually haven't done that yet. The updates from the Daily Digest, which is posted to X every morning and it's pinned up top. Email to anyone that subscribes at thenifty.com. Magic Eden was announced as the principal sponsor of Ape Fest, which is pretty interesting. I did not know that. That was, yeah, it's very cool. Very cool.
That's ridiculous.
Principal sponsor. As of this morning, Bored Ape Yacht Club also announced a partnered interactive experience with BMW to happen during Ape Fest. So another brand deal for Bored
With what
Apes.
brand?
You think they're going to airdrop me a Beamer?
I mean, Bunny, what would you think of that? Would that be, oh, look at that BMW X Ape Fest. What do you think of that as an ape?
I think that's pretty cool. Let's see what they actually come up with. But I mean, that's a big fucking brand to pull in.
It's a big brand. It's a big brand. Other than that,
we have a BMW.
There you go. Ether teases 5-inch anime figurines with the physicals to be shipped in 2024. What do you think of that?
Shaped like a penis?
Buddy, are you confused by that question by Nick?
Yeah, like, do ethers look like dicks or something? I don't get that one.
Never mind. We can move on to the next thing.
Okay, we're moving on after that one. Next one, Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy has revealed that, yeah, you guessed it, they purchased another 155 Bitcoins for $5.3 million in October. The Giga Chad with the Giga brand continues.
Why are you looking at me like I care?
Continues to make just waves and just make moves that everybody respects and everybody recognizes is completely badass. And it's just never going to stop. He's going to buy the top forever and it's going up forever. So I don't know what to tell you. Pretty cool stuff to see there. OpenSea has launched a new collections pages, which gives project owners further customization on the look of their landing page. OpenSea shipping features. Artist and Nifty community member Rust, badass artist Rust, is auctioning off his final piece of the 480 collection.
Wow.
The collection where he created a new piece every day for 480 days. There are 24 auctions from previous days in the collection that are open for bidding. He got a DM from Beeple. Beeple DM'd him about this, and Beeple was like, "You're really cool. I like you." And Russ was like, "Thank you, Beeple. That is really cool stuff there."
Can we pull that up on screen? I want to see it.
Pull up the Russ DMs.
It is up there
on Twitter. No, that's the collection.
I don't want to see the. Wait, what do you mean the DMs?
The DMs from Beeple.
Oh,
but
no, I mean, I believe that he got it. I just want to see these pieces. Like, look,
it happened, Nick. He fucking DM'd him, dude. I don't know why you refuse to believe it. Here it is.
Yeah, well, there we go. That's awesome.
Incredible. This is like Michael Jordan DMing you if you're a basketball guy. WeWork is expected to file for bankruptcy as early as next week, and the company reached an all-time high valuation of $47 billion in 2019. Wow.
Wow. I'm just messing around. I see the note there that says, get Nick's take on WeWork situation. This is really relevant to the Web3 space, as you're aware, Clemente.
All Web3 companies had WeWorks.
This is unsurprising. They're in the commercial real estate space with rising interest rates. They're fucked. Dude, they were fucked before. COVID fucked them. Then you got raising interest rates. Dude, the commercial real estate, what they should just do is turn it all into they don't even own any of the property for the most part, right? They're just long-term leases that they lock in. So they can't like transform them into other items. So like, this is just a complete disaster. What was the bigger deal is that guy, the founder of it, got funding for the next business he started. And who did he receive funding from? Any guesses? A16Z funded his business after WeWork was a complete train wreck and that book came out. Because I guess they wanted to fly on a private jet with him everywhere because that's how he gets around to do business. Same as Sam Bankman-Fried. It's the same thing I say when you see people who are driving Rolls Royces at young ages, by and large, and actually I'm going to maybe say almost 100% of the time, you want to stay clear. Okay. And the same thing is if you're flying private and you're in the midst of developing a startup, it's questionable territory at that point. So there's definitely a misuse. You saw Sam Bankman-Fried's photo of him on the plane the other day. Yeah. Well, they posted the photo that apparently the attorney general, the prosecution loved using this photo of him going during the, and I saw that text message. I know. And so the thing, this photo that they have pulled up, and we have it pulled up on YouTube, is a picture of Sam Bankman-Fried sleeping. The thing that was going on with this trial, when the attorney general was asking him questions, so the prosecution came in he just got absolutely wrecked. I was reading last night. I was reading through the transcript. I was up for like an hour and a half. It's so long. Reading the closing statements from these places. I wanted to put something together on it because it's just fascinating to read this transcript. I mean, it feels borderline an open and shut case, and most of the charges are all wire fraud, which seem very clear cut. So I don't even know what the defrauding customers, like what that charge is. I didn't finish reading everything, but that whole situation, they asked him, they were like, did you go to the Super Bowl on a private jet? And he's like, I don't remember. And they're like possibly. He's like, I went on so many trips that year because he went on 100 trips or something. And
all private jets.
I don't know if it was all, or he went on 100 private jet flights, whatever the situation was. And so they pulled up this photo, but they were just like, oh, so you're saying that you went on so many private jet flights that you can't even remember which ones you went on, but you were keeping a low profile? Like that's basically,
that was the line of questioning.
Like that's basically, they just
cooked them.
Dude, the woman who's running this, Sassoon is her last name. I think it's Danielle Sassoon. This woman is just a freaking rock star, dude. I think it's Sassoon. Yeah. It
is.
Yeah, it's Danielle Sassoon. This girl or woman is just.
That's the same brand of shampoo.
Just a badass, dude. Like her, like, I mean, she's gonna be getting paid big bucks at the next firm that she's at. And she did a great job just destroying. It's kind of the stuff that you read on TV shows, or like that you watch on TV shows, where like you're seeing like the cross examination and all these other different things that are going on. It is actually a pretty accurate representation, and her line of questioning was just so spot on. It was like bravo, ladies and gentlemen. She looked way better than the Cohen, the SBF's lawyer. It's just a disaster.
Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to continue discussing some topics like Memecoin, and that'll be very interesting. Wanted to take a quick moment to thank the partners of today's show. You heard me talk about them before. Paragon, you see the Twitter account, the official Twitter account with the gold check. Very badass move, getting the gold check on the Twitter stage. Give them a follow on Twitter, because Paragon is building the ultimate NFT experience platform, giving NFT holders the ability to get more out of their NFTs without having to sell. With features like try before you buy now, pay later, renting NFTs, and more. The platform is in closed beta right now, but they're launching a game and collection in the coming months to further enhance users' collecting experience. And the exciting announcement we already mentioned from Paragon is that their upcoming Seekers collection will be absolutely free. No money to get it. It will give holders a reward multiplier. It'll be an in-game asset, and it makes for a great profile picture. Checks all the boxes. You can apply to get on the allow list using the pinned tweet, and you can go to play.findtheparagon.com. You see the Twitter account right on stage. You can easily get to the links right there, and you can start stacking rewards and even win a free Paragon now. And as I mentioned before, we're going to be giving away 5 Seekers on Twitter. You can see the pinned tweet for more instructions. The team is doxed. Portal and Bodogos holders, longtime listeners of this show, we are super pumped about having Paragon as a partner. So make sure you check them out.
Yeah. I'm on the website. So what I'm showing is play.findtheparagon.com. They have this game where you can win XP. You can win their like native token. You can even win free NFTs. I just won a Minion NFT, which is a pretty big deal. And you can click it's literally a button that you click. You don't have to do anything else. You click this button every 4 hours to win additional rewards. You can see what I've won here so far. I've pressed the button about 6 times. So you don't have to do a lot of work, and you can win a bunch of free stuff.
That's what I'm talking about. So we got Memecoin debuting on Binance. Okay, so a lot of people speculated that this would happen, and it seems that it did happen. Nick moved to the bed of this hotel room. He's kind of creeping me. It's almost like a horror movie. Yeah, it's kind of creeping me out that he's behind me like that. What are you doing over there? What are you doing? Nick is sprawled out on my hotel room bed.
This table that you have here is one of the most uncomfortable things ever. Just angle the camera down a little bit, and you boys on camera, you know?
Okay, we're gonna fix the camera so that Nick is on camera.
Oh my god,
here.
now it's tipping over. Now he's just messing the whole thing up.
Okay, we're gonna.
The camera's gonna flip over. P.O., I got it from here. I'll take it from the bed while you fix this camera, okay?
Okay. Bunny, what do you think of Memecoin, or Nick, what do you think of Memecoin going to Binance?
Memecoin going to Binance. Well, it's official.
It's launching tomorrow at 4 a.m. Eastern, Nick, on Binance. You can buy and sell it during that time.
I didn't expect you to put the camera in this format, but well, that's great information. I mean, well, clearly, dude, they went from us being like, what is this execution, to now having great execution, right? Is that, am I interpreting this right?
I don't know if everybody. Go ahead.
I was just going to say they have been, they've been crushing the meme coin farming as well, Nick. Each of the Twitter accounts have gained over 2 million followers on Twitter, and they're getting over 100,000 impressions per tweet now. So you can basically, whatever news they have to roll out, they basically just make it a meme coin farming thing, and then they get 1,000 people to tweet about it, and it takes over the time. So it's interesting. I do think it has a lot of upside for their drop, their debut on Binance tomorrow.
I mean, by the way, this is definitely the most professional way to be hosting a podcast. So I think this is the way to do it moving forward. Just going to sit here and hang out on the bed. In terms of the meme coin action, we really missed out.
I mean, this one, I mean, look, they're going to do very well. We knew that, Spencer's been saying that they were going to be exchange listed for quite some time at this point. We knew that this was coming, but I don't know if, you
can't buy the token yet though, right?
Not yet.
Tomorrow you will, 4 a.m. And then they're also, from what I've seen,
Eastern, or 4 a.m. what?
Eastern time, 4 a.m. Eastern time, 4 p.m.
So here in Europe, we could get it, but I actually won't, because I'll be on the plane during that time. Wait, 4 a.m. would be 9 a.m. Nope, I won't be on the plane. This is perfect.
So you're gonna buy it?
Might as well throw a little bit at it. Well,
no, don't buy this thing on the secondary, dude. It's like, this is like such a middle curve play. Like the ticker's middle curve. Like everybody's already in on it. Like, and then I feel like the Binance listing, it's too early, right? Like that's like what sent PEPE into like the stratosphere, right? That's when it hit 1.5 billion. Like, what's the next catalyst that sends it up again, right? Are they going to get on Coinbase? I feel like they already blew their load.
Well, maybe I think they could get on Coinbase. I mean, they can get on Gemini. Gemini added like Dogecoin and stuff like that. And did they add PEPE?
Yes, they added PEPE. They were desperate for capital, for revenue.
Okay, well, there you go. So yeah, they wanted people actually doing the trades on Gemini. That's actually a really good point now that you say that. That they literally just set that up to try and make more money, because they were going bankrupt as a result of Barry, good old Barry Silbert, who literally is actually probably
gonna go to jail.
I mean, I don't know if he's going to jail, but he's definitely not in a good position right now, and borderline criminal activity. That's actually a subject matter for us to do a deeper investigation on, which we haven't done a sufficient job. We never even published the investigation. If you guys listening want some alpha, we've never shared this story, but we started doing a video on Genesis, the company where the investing was taking place, of where Gemini Earn all of that money was going. And we wanted to get to the bottom of it, because all of our money is still locked up there, by the way. And all my yielding ape coin is now completely worthless. So P.O. and I decided to go do an investigation, and I haven't wanted to talk about it because like it was questionable activity that happened. But let me just say, I was in the building of Genesis, and I was actively looking to get an interview in their office.
Really going for it.
And
not half-assing it, really going for it.
And I'm not going to give the exact details because I don't want to incriminate myself. But let's just say I was really going for getting that interview. And you need to have an advance like access. You can't just go up to the floor. So I went onto the elevator. I just walked by the security guard and went on there and pressed the button to go up, and it wouldn't let me. And I'm going to not articulate what happened after, but Long story short, I ended up back outside the building and I didn't make it into the office. But attempts were made for us to do that investigation. And now I feel like there's even more of a reason to go do it.
Well, there you go. Yeah, Nick was not half-stepping, but he's not going to snitch on himself. Nick's got the street smarts, no question.
Yo, I'm out here self-snitching.
No, you're not. Okay, so Bunny's out on Memecoin. What about you, Clemente?
I'm a buyer. I'm 100%. Like to me, I was looking at the other prices. You got Bitcoin, ticker Bitcoin. It's at like $130 million market cap. You have Pepe at like 500 million. To me, if this thing has to be at 300 million, I'm thinking 24 hours from now, what's the price going to be at, or what's the market cap? I'm thinking 300 to 400 million dollar market cap, just right off the bat. That's where I'm shooting for, and that's where I feel like it'll be at. I don't have any exposure to it, but the only thing that is interesting, right, is the distribution afterwards, right? So they go live, according to what I researched, they go live, the trading goes live on Binance, and then the fire sale claims go live, which is basically just a huge dump of supply. And then the airdrop goes live for captains holders, and I think some potatoes holders as well. So that's the only concern, is like when this additional supply gets listed on the market and people take profits, essentially, when is the right time to buy? Because I'm a buyer of this thing. I would put at least a few $100 on it. I don't know when to buy is my only question. And the Binance debut doesn't seem ideal to me.
Clemente, what do you think it'll open? You think it'll go to 400 million? What do you think it'll open at, though? Like 100?
I have no clue. Like just seems like Binance is just going to be listing this thing on their exchange, and there's going to be basically no other supply, right? At least until maybe later on in the day or whatever that'll look like. So that's the only tricky thing, is I don't know what it'll open at, but Nick, you want to chime in here?
No, I was just saying, I guess I can't buy. I was disappointed at that point. You know, why can't I buy this? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. How do I go and buy this if Binance is the only place where you can trade it? That makes it quite difficult. So there ends up being a lot of you don't get to front run it. So this is like an inverse situation here. He is biasing it towards those that are in countries that support Binance. I can't get it in New York. Binance is out of the question. So maybe I can't even participate in this whole thing.
It could be it. It could be it. We'll have to see if Clemente's theory is correct. We're talking about other meme coins. There seem to be a lot of meme coin. There's a lot of meme coin discussion right now. There's MOG. There's the People's Bitcoin, I guess is the formal name for it. There's Pepe and there's Doge. Bunny, talk to me.
What?
About the meme coins, Bunny.
So in what way? Like if I was going to hold one of them, I guess it would be Pepe, right? Like if you had to pick one.
We're all saying Pepe right now, man. I feel like everyone's saying Pepe. It's like, it seems like a no-brainer. I'm on the same page. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Pio doesn't know how to use this tripod, and it's getting increasingly worse right now.
This tripod did not make the cut. This tripod is retired.
Let me solve it for Pio.
This tripod's retired.
Okay.
1,000% it's retired.
Stop,
it's retired.
Let go.
Well,
it's retired.
Right, well, they're solving that. Bunny, the only thing I was dude, this is so distracting. The only thing I was thinking about when you're talking meme coins, I'm like so on board with Pepe and their Bitcoin ETF listing version, basically being that Coinbase listing. You're basically guaranteed 20, 30, 40% gain at least. That's the way I'm looking at it. So I don't mind buying now. Maybe it takes a 10% dip from here, whatever that looks like. But if you're patient enough, you can wait 3 to 6 months. That seems like a win. The only other one I was thinking about is I don't like the People's Bitcoin. It's at like $130 million market cap. That seems too high. I don't mind MOG.
I was just going to say the same thing. MOG seems legitimately like undervalued because of like how much attention it gets on the timeline compared to the market cap of the coin. Like I feel like it's talked about constantly. What are they doing?
We're worried about the People's Bitcoin and all that stuff. This tripod is literal trash. Anyway,
let's keep talking.
It's a fun new format, somebody said.
What did Pio do with the audio on this thing as well? Like this is the like
you sound great.
Everybody sounds good, man. This is in your head.
Wait, hold on. I gotta get on the mic. Is this Nick? How is it? Should I be touching?
Pretty much as close to it as possible without the sound of you sucking the microphone. That's what you're going for.
So one thing, speaking of coins, we should talk about SafeMoon and its executives being charged by the SEC for fraud.
Boom, boom, boom. You know,
there's unsafe moon.
Nice, Bunny. That was impressive. That was very impressive. It sounds like unsafe moon. What a joke. The CTO and CEO have both been arrested, and they are still looking for the creator, Kyle Nagy. The SEC claims that the team withdrew more than $200 million from the project that was allegedly locked and used the money to buy several luxury assets. The SafeMoon token is down 64% in the last 24 hours. Is it a buy? No,
it's not. Definitely not a buy.
It is a $60 million market cap. That's insane. Things going to go down. I don't know. Bunny, you probably know the most about this than out of any of us because it's like a meme coin type of thing.
No, that's like this is SafeMoon's like before my time. I don't know much about. I want to know what the shark. I don't know why the shark jokes are killing me today, dude.
Continue, Bunny. Get it together. You can't just laugh because the audience is making shark jokes.
Dude, you're acting unprofessional. It's like you're just like going. What you think you can like just stand up, leave the desk? Yo, dude. Pio's thinking that he's acting funny, and instead he's about to get punched in the throat. Open throat.
What? Any physical contact with Nick really bothers him.
Yeah, it's just unprofessional.
Bunny, SafeMoon, talk to me.
I want to know what luxury assets that you need $200 million for. Like you could buy so much shit. They couldn't just take out 100 million of the locked liquidity. I don't know. It seems like they got a little bit greedy with it.
You're being very reasonable, Bunny, and it sounds like the folks over at SafeMoon, were not reasonable. So there's a whole segment that I think we're not going to have time for. That's called Nifty Nick's worst NFT trades, a power ranking.
What you can do? You can do a honorable mention number 2, maybe just as like a teaser, to give the people a little bit of a teaser of what's coming.
Sure. Okay, so honorable mention number 2 is the infamous Goblin Town NFT. Nick's purchase price was 6 Ethereum. At the time, that was $10,900 US. He sold it. It felt like moments later, probably.
No, it wasn't moments later.
6 days.
And you're missing a major component of this, Clemente, because there was another NFT that I had purchased or that I'd gotten at that time for owning my Goblin Town. So I got the McBurger, whatever it was,
the McGoblin Burger,
and I sold that. This was a break even, if not a potential gain. So Clemente reading the chain wrong. Boom, come and fade me. Game me with another one that I lost money on. Try and hit another one.
Let's hit him with Creeps at number 4.
Creeps at number 4. So you go to number 4. You see Creeps at a purchase price of 2.43 ETH, a sell price of 1.5 ETH, total loss 0.93 Ethereum, nearly one whole Ethereum lost in a 12-day hold time. How do you feel about that, Nick?
Well, what are the dates on that?
Clemente, he has the dates.
You bought it on January 6th of 2020, or you sold it. So you bought this thing in 2022. You sold it 5 days later.
What's the US dollar value adjustment here? Because you're looking at Ethereum prices, and this is where. So how are you doing the math? We're going to need to workshop this a little bit here, Clemente.
When did he buy it, Clemente? What date?
He bought this thing on. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up, dude.
Oh shit! So yeah, we are still workshopping it. Good thing we didn't work through this whole thing on this episode because it's a work in progress. I like the idea as a segment though, but like it's going to be a short segment because
So
your
you
boy's
bought-
always winning.
No, you sold this. You took a 0.93 ETH loss. You bought this thing January 6th, 2023. You sold it January 19th, 2023.
Okay, so probably not a big win
Like
here.
them apples. Not a big win at all.
Well, when did it go? When did it go to like
That was
almost 6? It was
2021,
like 6.7 ETH or something. Didn't it like go to like 6 ETH?
2021, there was a lot of creeps holders that were up very significantly. They're still holding pretty strong right now, I will add. It's been in a place which has been fairly promising for holders. So yeah, it was. I don't remember what the idea behind that trade was. I think I could have literally just been trying to trade and failing miserably. So that is a valid fail. I appreciate you pulling that one up.
Engagement farm them. Didn't you just buy it to sell it? Did you just like tweet it out?
There is a good chance that was a
Remember, I feel like you did that one. Yeah.
most of these sales. That's kind of what was going on.
Another L by Clemente, dude. He can't find a bad trade from you.
You know what? Actually, on that note, Nick. So I was looking at your ordinal punks trade. I wanted to rank that number 2 or number 1 because I was like, Nick took a fat loss on this. You're actually not doing that bad. They've pumped recently with the ordinals narrative. Like you bought this thing for 1.5 ETH, right? Hold on. Yeah. So you bought this thing for $2,300, which is 1.5 ETH. Its current prices of last week is $800. These things are still worth $800 or 0.024 BTC, and Bitcoin has pumped since I made this segment last week. So you're actually kind of doing well.
All the ordinals pumped on that Elon clip.
Hold on. How is the math that I'm doing well? I'm down to $800 from 25.
I mean, I thought it was literally worth 0.
Okay, well, that's just disrespectful. I have an eye for art, dude. Like, and that's why I'm saying XCOPY.
You took a.
I'm
so
not
it's worth
$1,000
$1,000 now, Nick. You're up $200 since this segment was made last week.
We're going to do one more in this segment real quick. Before we get into that, I just want to take a moment to remind everyone of the partners of today's show. You see the account on stage, Paragon. Paragon is building the ultimate NFT experience platform, giving NFT holders the ability to get more out of their NFTs without having to sell. We're talking about features like try before you buy now, pay later, renting NFTs, and more. The platform is in closed beta right now, but they're launching a game and collection in the coming months to further enhance user collecting experience. And as we mentioned, we got an exciting announcement. The upcoming collection will be free. It will give holders a reward multiplier. That it'll be an in-game asset. It'll make for a great profile picture. We got it all. So you can apply to get on the allow list using the pinned tweet on the Twitter show. It's also on the YouTube screen. So it's play.findtheparagon.com to stack rewards and even win a free Paragon now. So it's a Docs team. We're going to have them on the show pretty soon. They are Portal and Bodagos holders and longtime listeners of the show. We're going to be giving away 5 seekers on Twitter. All those instructions are in the pinned tweet. So really excited about partnering with Paragon. Badass team over there. Great project. Really excited. Anyway, we got one more that we're going to cover in this, which is Clemente. I think we should give them, the thing that everybody wants. Are you cool with that, Clemente?
Yeah, let's do it.
So what everybody wants is Nick bought a spontaneous Seahorse, which is a 1-of-1 spectacular VFriend Series 2. He bought it because Gary Vaynerchuk, a longtime pal of Nick, texted him. I messaged him and said, buy a 1-of-1 spectacular. So Nick went, he bought it for 4 Ethereum. At the time, that was $11,400. Seems that the current price of an asset like that, a 1-of-1 spectacular in the VFriends 2 collection, is 0.35 Ethereum or $640. The total unrealized loss on that purchase is $10,760 over the 17-month hold time, year and a half nearly. Fun fact, Nick could have used the Seahorse for a variety of giveaway entries, including going to the VFriends Halloween party. Also, Burn Island and tickets to Gary V's 48th birthday party being held at Chuck E. Cheese. How do you feel about this, Nick?
I think the birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese, 48th birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese, is absolutely ridiculous. Although I kind of want to go to that. I'm gonna be honest.
It's already all booked up. You missed your chance.
I feel like
I can't wait till XCOPY watches this and just sees Nick eviscerate him for 30 minutes on his piece of art, then says he has an eye for art, and then sees that he spent $11,000 on that fucking Seahorse.
I didn't spend 30 minutes on XCOPY.
It was like
Yeah, I mean, it was hyperbole, right? Like it was. I didn't have it stopwatch, but sure.
Well, I appreciate if you're gonna like come out here swinging with those sorts of statements that you at least like deliver some truth and honesty behind it. Like that, I don't know. I just feel like that was disingenuous.
3 minutes and 23 seconds.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I own a couple XCOPY. I'm just pissed that mine haven't pumped, and then instead he's dropping more stuff. Like the guys.
That's what artists do.
Like the guy's desperate for money. And what do we get out of that piece of art? An X and 2 checks on the side. I mean, I'm just like, what the hell? What is this? I understand. I don't get it, Nick. And Nick doesn't get it. You don't need to tell me. I don't have an eye for art. I'm a dumb idiot when it comes to that stuff, apparently. But XCOPY, dude, the guy's anon. Okay, that whole game, like, it's not like Banksy where he was spray painting something and like there's a justifiable reason for him to be anon. He's just doing it so he can just take the money and sell it in a legitimate way and not have anyone know who he is. So any anon artist, immediate scammer straight out the gate. Doesn't matter how talented you are. A lot of artists are incredibly talented.
Except Banksy.
No, but Banksy was doing it for justifiable reasons.
No, he was doing something illegal, like legitimately.
Like he's spray painting. It's great art, and it like a lot of his stuff makes like a positive statement. But he also, like, for example, literally printed $100 bills, like an accurate representation. He spent an insane amount of time printing $100 bills and dropping them around the city and just giving them away to people. And it like people would accept it. That's a federal crime. And so you can go to jail for a long while just on that, not only the spray painting stuff. Although I feel like what would happen is I watched this documentary the other day where they had someone who had committed a theft from rich people in Paris, and the police universally were like, yo, what is going on? Why did you decide to touch it? Universally, the police were like, this guy, he was a very talented thief. And they were all giving him praise to a degree where they were like, we didn't even really want to throw him in jail. He stole from this museum, and it was an incredible feat. Wow, this guy is talented. And I feel like there's some degree of this where the justice system does have some bias built in, where they may like certain people, and suddenly they're not going to get in jail. So Banksy, if he ever gets arrested, is not going to go to jail, is my call on it, basically. And he got away with literally printing $100 bills.
What a call from Nick. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. Thank you guys so much for listening. It's Thursday, November 2nd. We will be back tomorrow, closing out
last
the
day
week.
In Amsterdam.
Yeah, today's the last day in Amsterdam.
Thank God.
Today's the last day in Amsterdam. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, check out Paragon. It's Find the Paragon. That's the website. You see the links everywhere. You see them on the Twitter stage, pinned. You see them on the YouTube show on screen. Shout out to our partner, Paragon, and we're excited to have them on the show at a later date. Check out all the content that we're dropping from Bodagos. Follow Paragon on Twitter. You see the account on stage. We will be back tomorrow. Shout out to Bunny for coming on video again. Everybody is pumped about Bunny being on the stream.